This is a 265. This is also a 265. This is also a 265. And this bad boy is a 275. Why not? All right, guys, so would you believe it if I said the three 265s is not the same? Let me explain. All right, guys, so in this week's vlog, I know it's been a long anticipated vlog. A lot of you guys have been waiting for it. So we're gonna dive into the best or the perfect tire fitment for our perfect wheel specs. What are we talking about? A lot of us have made that mistake where we see on Instagram or on like social media, that perfect wheel spec or wheel fitment on that car, and then we message the owner, hey bro, what is your wheel specs or what is your wheel fitment? And they'll give it out to you. Well, most guys will share their specs. They'll be like, oh, this is a Advan GT God spec, 18 by, let's say 18 by 10 plus 40. It's the perfect spec in most people's opinions, but you know, that's another story. And then they'll tell you, okay, the tires are 265, 35, 18s. Perfect, thank you. Appreciate it, bro, lots of love. There's a few key components that are always left out. If you don't believe me, go ahead, Google, look on Instagram, wherever, and see people that have asked for the tire specs or wheel specs, and they always leave out the brand, the year, the series, if it's a road tire, competition tire. And those are part of the biggest, most important question or answer that most people leave out. Let's dive right into it, and we're gonna head down to sub 60 racing with my friends Li and Yifan, and we're gonna explain to you guys in car guy lingo. I've seen a lot of vlogs where a lot of guys will try to explain like all the numbers on the side of the tire, but that's just one part of it. But there's not telling you the rest of it. So that's what we're gonna do today, and let's get right into it, you guys. Let's head down to sub 60. Let's go. All right, guys, so we're at sub 60 now, and I got 4 tires to demonstrate what I was talking about earlier. So 265 is actually not a 260, well, they're not all the same, just to, if you are looking for like tire sizes and for fitment, and you're just pushing the envelope right to like the limit, I just want to let you know they're not all the same. Who better to explain it than Yifan here?
Okay, so here we have probably the 4 most popular tires on the market right now. The Hankook RS4, Indy 500, Yokohama 8009, and lastly Yokohama A052s. Okay. And they are actually all the same size, 265, 35. The Indy 500 is 19 inch, the rest is all 18 inch in diameter. You can see, although they are same size, but they look very different. Based on the look. The sidewalls look different, and obviously the compound of the rubbers are different as well.
Yeah, the only two are the same as the A052s and 8009s, right?
Yes.
But those are both 200s.
Yes, that's right. So yeah, the very direct comparison would be you compare both Yokohama brands together. 8009 being one of the most, well, currently one of the most popular street tires out there. It's relatively new. It came out around 2 years ago. And of course, the A052 being one of the most premium, they call it ultra high performance tires, but most of the people, they use them on track as they're very, very sticky to improve lap times. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, you guys.
So in pursuit of my perfection on flush fitment, because I was really happy with these ones, which again are the 8009s, but they kind of roll a little bit, and I wanted just that square fitment. Yifan and them recommended the A052s, and look, you guys, these are both 265s, but you see the difference? And why is the difference, Yifan?
I think one of the most important reasons, and our assumption would be A052 being a very hardcore ultra high performance tires, or aka track tires. All the manufacturers tend to make their track tires a little bit meatier than their street tires for various reasons, of course. I think one of them being to improve lap times. Second, maybe offer a little bit better wheel clearance for different cars. Yeah, I think that's our assumption. But yeah, but you can see although being the same size, there's almost like half an inch difference there. Right,
Yeah,
when it comes to
massive,
fitment. Yeah.
massive difference.
Yeah.
And this basically gives me what I want. But the thing is, keep in mind, you guys, this is more of a street tire. This is a high performance track tire. Even though this is rated at 200 treadwear, same as this one, but it's not recommended to drive this one every day.
Yeah, I mean, you can, because like they don't call it as a track tire. They call it as ultra high, like this is a high performance tire.
Yep.
Like that, they call it ultra high performance, like which that means you can drive it on a track. You can drive on the street.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know, it get up to temperature fairly easily, especially where you live. You know, it's hot, and you know, and where depending on the road conditions, of course, the A052 won't last very long in comparison to the AD09.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, if you daily or drive more often, stick with this one.
Yes.
If you do like a weekend warrior like me, where I only drive occasionally, go with these ones, because this one is better. I would recommend this one.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure Yokohama would recommend this one too.
Yes.
If you daily. And then, unless you don't care and you want to fork out the money, get this one.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, these are probably so far the top in North America. Top two, like performance tires from Yokohama. Then of course in Japan, in the Asia market, there's A050, which is even a more hardcore version compared to the A052. Yeah, they're using a even stickier counter, and that's like a time attack.
Yeah.
Tires.
Can you get those, Yifan?
Probably.
Maybe.
But very expensive.
Yeah,
very,
so
very expensive.
if you guys want to go hardcore in time attack,
Yeah.
contact Yifan. Sub 60, you guys here.
Yeah,
They
but
can
you
get
know-
you rare stuff that no one else can get. So
Yeah, a lot of people want that look, because A050 they use a very different like a pattern on the tires, very similar to the old AD08 look.
Yeah.
If some people they want that hype.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very
So you
expensive.
guys, should I try it on my car? Hey? Ultra hype,
Just
right?
go to 7-Elevens.
Okay, so Yifan, so we got two other types of tire or brands here, which is this is the Hankook, right?
Yes, that's a Hankook RS4.
Yeah.
And the other one is the Indy 500.
Yeah.
By the Firestone.
Yeah, and look at this, you guys. See, you see how this is more like super rounded, and basically wasn't the look that I was looking for, but it's still a pretty decent tire.
Yes, it's this tire. We sell a lot of these tires because their price is really good, being a very well-known name brand.
Yeah.
They're very budget friendly. A lot of people, you know, not everyone wants to spend like 1,500 Canadian or 2,000 Canadian on a set of tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of them they just use the car as a daily purpose, so they get Indy 500.
Yeah. This will do the job.
This will do the job.
Yeah. This will do the job.
But you know,
Right.
like if you're like very picky about how the way the tires look on how the tires stretch.
Is he talking about me?
Yeah, exactly. How the tire fit on the Defender. Maybe those tires will serve better purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, in comparison to this one.
Yeah.
Then obviously the Hankook RS4 being another very, very popular like performance tires out there. The main reason is it lasts quite long. It does not get up to temperature very easily. So you can actually use it as daily.
Yeah.
And can also drive it on a track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look at the shoulders on this one. See, it's very rounded.
Yes.
So if you're not looking for that kind of stretch look, or you want more square, maybe not this one. Maybe you want to fork out that extra money.
Yes.
Yeah, save up, and then this one, it's okay too.
Yes.
Very equivalent. This is very equivalent to the 8009.
Very similar.
What I'm
very
looking
similar.
at, right?
Yeah, very similar.
But it's louder?
Yeah.
Oh, he finally joined us, eh? It's louder, right? Louder. Yeah.
But yeah,
But you can flip them. That's the benefit.
Oh, so not directional.
8009s, they're just inside and outside.
Oh, okay,
So those
okay.
would be harder to flip.
Yeah.
This one, you can flip them front and back, or left and right relatively easier.
Yeah.
That's another. But still, like overall performance, Yokohama's 8009, because it's newer tires, it delivers better, road noise control,
Yeah.
better grip in the rain, and of course,
Yeah.
better summer grip, like
Yeah.
dry grip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, so this is your entry, mid-level.
I'll say this is this is an expensive tire.
Oh,
But
expand.
I'll-
Okay,
I'll-
sorry guys. Sorry guys.
I'll say like,
Hankook
more
guys.
like entry.
Entry?
Yeah. Or to a lot of people, this is more like a mid-level too.
Mid-level?
There's
Okay.
like even cheaper ones.
Okay,
cheap
mid-level. This one mid-level. Let's mid-level. This is
more higher.
Yeah, it's more comparable to
Yeah.
the 8009s, right?
Yeah, yeah.
For me,
exactly.
it kind of does look very similar. To
Very
be honest.
similar, yeah.
Very, very similar. But I would probably go with this one because I've already ran on these ones, and then
Yeah.
It-
They're great tires.
yeah,
Yeah.
they look good too,
Yeah.
right?
Then
And then if you really wanna step up the game, you guys, this is it. And when we get back to the shop, and I will show you guys, there's a big difference, and it's the perfect fit for me. So we're just gonna go a little technical right now. We're gonna show you guys what these actual tires weigh, just so that so for unsprung weight and stuff, because you don't want to upgrade your tires to save weight and then end up putting all the pounds back on because of a tire, right? So let's see what these weigh in at.
So first one is a Hankook RS4 in 265, 35, 18.
Yeah, so all these are 265s, you guys. So 25.7 pounds.
pounds.
Yeah. But bear in mind, these are used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
So technically, they are slightly lighter than they are when
From
they're
brand new, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how much kilometers is on that one, roughly?
They're all not much. I think all these used ones, I'll say roughly around 1,000 kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not very used.
Yeah.
But yeah. Still, there's like-
Not driven hard, right?
not driven hard.
Not driven hard. Okay. Okay.
Next up, 8009 in 265, 35, 18. Used 26.7.
26.6.
6.
26.6.
Yeah.
Not bad, eh?
Not bad.
Lastly,
Okay, lastly, the AO52,
Oh, come on, baby.
same size.
Oh! 20,
25.
25 pounds. Right on the dot. And these are bigger.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
No, I removed my finger.
24.3. Wow.
And this is
Lee's,
brand new
Lee's
tire.
finger's pretty strong, eh? And the crazy thing, this is the widest one out of the three. So that says a lot. Like, you're saving what?
And this is brand new.
Yeah, and brand new too. And brand new. So that's like two more than, like, right, 2 pounds, right?
more than 2 pounds.
Yeah,
difference.
more.
Yeah, per corner.
Yeah. 2 pounds is a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, because look at Lee's finger. See how strong? Girlfriend very happy. Okay, guys. All right, guys. So I've been chasing the perfect spec for the tires. Let me just pull this away a little bit. If you look here, this is just going to be just a brief explanation. If you look here, it has just a slight stretch on the shoulder, and I think that's to basically add on the tire guards or the rim guards, or whatever they call it from the manufacturers. But there's a slight curve, and then when you install it, it has a little bit of a gap in it. And then the whole point for me, what I want is that perfect square flush fitment. At first, I was thinking, to fill that gap in, we're gonna go with the 275. In the Advanced series, the AO52, this bad boy here, brand new. If you look at it, see, it doesn't have that shoulder anymore. Well, the shoulder here, but it doesn't have that rim guard. You see how flush that wall is? Not like the 8009s. The AO52s, I think is going to be the best fitment for my setup here. I think it's going to fill in the gap. But because I'm thinking of a 275 that will do the job, which is this bad boy here, the Potenzas RE71RS. This is what they use on the actually spoon cars, and it is a lot more meaty. We're gonna throw this on and we're gonna show you guys. Okay guys, so this is my current setup, but last year I ran with the Advan GT Premiums. This year I'm going with the ZE40s. I had no issues with this tire size. The Advan 8009s in a 265/35 18s. And there's absolutely no rubbing or anything like that. But if you look there on the 8009s, you see how there's a little bit of a roll stretch going in, and I wanted more of a flush. That's why we're gonna turn to these suckers. So let me throw these on and let's see how it looks. Hard because you're trying not to scratch it. Okay, let's try it. All right, boys and girls, so there she is. See, so the difference between the AO52s, you see how the rim sticks out. There's no rim guard on this one. And you see how the rim doesn't stick out on this one because it has a rim guard, is what they call it, or a wheel guard, tire guard, a wheel guard. When it comes to the actual fitment, you see there's no more roll. It's actually just really flush with the, focus in here. There you go. You see how it's really, really flush with the actual fender. Mind you, I haven't driven on the car yet, so it's going to basically camber in just a little more when the suspension actually settles in. So just keep that in mind, you guys, because every time you put it out in the air, it's going to stick out, look like it's like poking out so much more. And basically this gap is going to come down just a little slightly more, not a whole lot. So once you start driving, because I know on my original setup last year, it's a lot tighter than this. So this is, for now, I think this is like the perfect fitment. So I'm kind of second guessing myself now when I said 275, because the 275 is a lot wider. Because I know this is tried and true, I know it fits. Let's go throw that one on the front and then the 275s on the rear. And truth be told, let's see if it fits. So remember, don't forget, when you're getting the wheel specs off of whoever you see online, the wheel size, tire size, make, model, that'll pretty much cover it. And then of course the suspension. Don't forget the suspension, you guys, because you don't know if they're lowered or factory ride height, coilovers, or springs, right? And how much low did they actually lower their vehicle? So those are the key components when picking the right specs for basically your tires and your wheels. So don't forget to ask those, you guys, because trust me, they can give you the exact same specs, but if they're missing a couple of those components, you could have rubbing. So, and that's what you don't want, okay? And see, and this is a prime example. This is, like I said, 265, 35, 18s, and there's a lot more gap here. Like we can have a little wider, but this is the same thing. Yokohama Advance AO52, same thing, 265/35/18, but this is a track tire, that is a road tire, and there is a difference in tire size, and this is the proof in the pudding, you guys. All right, so I mounted the AO52s on the front, and now we're gonna go ahead and lower them down, and let's see how flush this fitment is. I have a good feeling based on the rears, this is probably the perfect fitment for me. There we go. Okay, let's look at that flush fitment, you guys. Just sticks out just a little bit. Here's from the rear. Look at that flush fitment, you guys. Oof. And mind you, remember I told you, it hasn't settled down yet because I haven't driven it, and unfortunately I can't drive it because these are all tires that are on loan. Just for, entertainment, just for research purposes, to show you guys the best fitment for the FL5. The reason why I say the FL5, because I've been told the Type S, the fenders are a little different, and some guys are experiencing rubbing. Maybe it's because they didn't do like this is exactly what we're trying to say right now. They got the perfect spec, but not the actual tire brand, or if it's a road tire, or if it's a track tire, because track tires run absolutely wider, just like we explained at sub 60. And maybe that's what those guys are making the mistake and not asking for those information. Exact same specs, different tire. This whole vlog is basically on my fitment, FL5. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Look at that. Whew. And I'm almost thinking of lowering it down maybe just but I don't know, I haven't settled in yet. But if it stays exact like this or drop down maybe a quarter inch, I might drop it another ½ inch and get that flush fitment. But the only problem is, the other thing, the reason why I'm waiting is because we're gonna see how low the new lip is gonna be, whether it's gonna be spoon or like, yeah, I don't know, like Mugen. You gotta keep that in consideration because that's gonna drop down a lot more in the front and you're gonna start getting damages on your lip. So what do you think, you guys? Whew. All right, so truth be told, you guys, so here's a 275. So this is a 275 Bridgestone, the Potenzas, RE71 RS, 275 35/18. Oof, man, it sticks out quite a bit. Okay, let's try it. Oof, I don't know, you guys. This is pretty aggressive. Look at that. Look at how much it sticks out. Yeah, so I don't know, man. That's a lot of. So I don't know if it's how much it's going to settle down and tuck inside. But here's an up top view. So I don't know if it's going to rub or not. The crappy thing is I can't take it out right now because the weather is just horrible in Canada and so much rocks and gravel and everything everywhere. So if we're this flush already, I don't know what this bad boy is gonna be like when I bring it to the front. Like it sticks out quite a bit, you guys. So I have a feeling it's gonna rub, but we'll see. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna get some sort of kind of measurement for you guys. So we're gonna go and 90 or square off this. We got roughly about 2 inches. Hopefully it shows on the camera here. 2 inches before the fender was flush with the fender. So you got roughly about 2 inches of travel. So just to point out, these are the 8009s, 265 35/18. AO52s, if you look here, where you're gonna square it off, you got roughly a little under 1.5 inches before it'll start to rub on the fender here. So this is just like I said, this is just putting a number to it. Because if you look here, you're just a little over 1 inch, 1.25 inch. And that's not a lot to play with. So like I said, if you want to really, really push the envelope, and it really depends on what you really want on the look of your car, because this is like super aggressive, and if this is what you want. I really like this look too, but if you want to play it safe, tried and proven for that side and this side, I can almost guarantee you no issues. Look at that. Oof, it really pokes. So if this is what you guys are looking for, or what you had intended for your car's look, like it's a lot. Oof. Okay, so let's go put some measurements to it. It's going to square this off, and it shows 1.25 inch. So you should be able to get 1.5 inch of travel before it touches. All right, guys. So basically, what am I trying to say in this vlog? In the pursuit of your perfect fitment, for example, in my case, the FL5, I'm looking for that flush fitment. The key information once you find that perfect fitment online, you should ask is what wheel specs, what tire series, like the year, if it's 8009, AO52, Yokohama, Advan, stuff like that. That's what you should ask. On top of that, more importantly, is what suspension they're running, how low they dropped it, if they're running camber. Those are the most important information that you need to narrow down exactly to narrow down or dial in that perfect fitment. Yeah, in my case, it was right there. 8009s to AO52s, totally different fit, even though it's a 265. All right, so to basically answer my own question, can I run a 275 on the FL5 with a 18x10 plus 40, which is the God spec? Pretty much no, unless I run camber. I highly recommend running camber, because by the looks of it, the way it's sitting right now, there's no way it's not gonna rub. I know there's other guys that are out there that have ran 285s, 275s, all the way up to 295s, but they're running totally different offsets. So that answers the question. All right, so that's pretty much it for this week's vlog. I want to say a big thanks to Li and Yifan over at Sub 60 Racing, you guys. Go hit them up on Instagram and check them out. And they are very helpful and willing to help you guys out. Give them a shout, message them on Instagram, and they'll be more than happy to help you guys out to dial in your perfect fitment. So we'll see you guys in the next week's vlog. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, and we'll see you then. See ya.